Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with the series finale, probably, of WandaVision, you guys. Wow, what a show this has been, and we are not quite done yet. I have a feeling we're in for just a little bit more heartbreak before we're completely done. If you're joining me early today, you already know what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I knew getting into this series it was going to be very sad. I knew it was going to have, just from Wanda's backstory that we saw in the movies and everything, I knew that, it was definitely going to be a heavier show once we kind of got to the meat and potatoes of it. However, I like that, they were still able to kind of string me along and keep me guessing in terms of what the exact details were of how everything came to be. And I feel like they kind of went back and forth throughout the show. Like, was it Wanda? Was it not Wanda? Was it Wanda? Was it not Wanda? And like, we find out that it is, but it's still not. Like, for me, it was not what I pictured. And I think the details of how it happened are really important in understanding just how much Wanda is really a victim here. She clearly was not in control of her own actions. And I gotta say, and I've said this from the beginning, like, I'm not gonna sit here on my high horse, you guys. Like, if I had those powers and I had that life, I probably wouldn't have even been as, like, I think, she clearly was, like, not very intentional in any of the things that she did that ended up hurting other people. And now we know that Vision in her world is her creation. I find that interesting for a few reasons. The first is obviously, in the after credits scene, we get to see that actual Vision has been brought back online by, I can't remember his name, but the kind of jerk guy. They'll say his name and I'll be like, oh my God, of course. And I know that's going to be a thing because it was brought to my attention that iteration of the character is from the comics, I guess. So I don't know where they're going with that because I have not read a lot of comics about Scarlet Witch or Vision or anything. So that's all going to be a mystery to me, but I can't imagine it's going to be good. He did not look, it's weird to say like he looked like bad, but he didn't look like the Vision that we know. And I don't just mean like looks wise, like clearly he had a different style and everything, but I just don't think anything good is going to come of that. And I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But I mean, aside from the obvious of, oh my God, now there's, zombie Vision is what I call him because he kind of looked like a zombie to me. But I find it interesting that Wanda brought into the world a Vision that did not remember any of his life, like did not know that he was Vision for all intents and purposes. He knew that was his name and that was about it. Yet on some level, and I know that it was unintentional, her bringing everything into fruition, but that same Vision picked apart what was really going on very quickly. I mean, not very quickly, but pretty quickly. And had the ability to bring people out of their kind of imprisonments within the Hex, and I find that really interesting. I don't want to read too much into it, but if I had to infer something about that, it almost kind of looks like Wanda made a failsafe, unintentionally, I'm sure, for her own creation. Because why not just make it so that Vision is, I mean, why even have them all have powers, like, It kind of feels to me like the fact that he caught on to that so quickly means that on some level, you know, Wanda does not want to hurt anybody. That's pretty clear. And I give her a lot of credit for everything she's been through, for really she just really wants to be left alone. She doesn't want to take her anguish out on anyone. She just really just wants to be happy. You know, if you were like that, completely empty and low and feeling alone and everything, really just like your next goal in life would just be to like take a breath without it hurting. And I'm going to tear up talking about it, but I really know that she doesn't want to hurt anybody, and I just kind of find that interesting that now that we know that's not actually Vision, her version of Vision still was pretty quickly set up. Of course, you could say some of that was Agatha coming in and messing things up and kind of putting the idea in his head. But I feel like even before that, like, he was like, huh, like there were some things that kind of stood out to him, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just all Agatha messing it up. But technically speaking, like, he shouldn't have even, like, she could have just made him so that he couldn't question anything. She could have made, like, the kids so they couldn't question anything. And we've seen the kids question her a few times. Speaking of the kids, so where we left off, Agatha has the kids. Wanda's trying to get them back. I'm obviously rooting for her to protect her kids, but it does kind of beg the question, what is going to happen? You know, that my guess is the hex is not going to be a thing at the end of the show. What's going to happen to, like, her kids? Because we saw what happened to Vision when he tried to go outside the hex. I think some of you probably had figured it out, but I thought, because he was dead in the real world, he was dying once he got it, you know. But now that we know, like, what happens to anything that was kind of created purely for that world, I can't imagine this is going to be a happy ending. And honestly, like, the only thing I can think of, and I really don't even see how this is going to be a thing, but the only thing I can think of is that maybe she will be allowed to just be, like, somewhere remote with, like, her little corner of the world and just her kids, and I don't know. But even that, like, now she knows, you know, a Vision, her creation of Vision, I don't know if he can get past that, all of it, you know. I don't know if the kids are, like, gonna take issue with it once they know fully what's going on. I mean, and she would know, you know, the illusion is broken here, you know. I'm just so heartbroken for her, because I just really can't see, like, a real happy ending in this for her. Also, really quickly before I jump to the episode, I want to bring up Pietro because now I'm confused about him too. Like, I thought that was their way of bringing in characters from, you know, franchises that were non-Disney, now that all the rights and everything are back in one place. And it didn't really sound that way when Agatha was describing it. It sounded like she just kind of, you know, managed to manipulate a random person. So I'm curious to see if they'll, like, bring that up again, or if that was just coincidence. They were like, hey, you know, we're gonna do this, and why not bring in this actor, because people already know him and like him from the other movie. So maybe it was just, like, pure coincidence, but I don't know. I'm curious to see if they're gonna, like, address all of that again. I am told there's 2 after credits here, so I will be sticking around for both. I'll be sticking around till I am 100% positive that there's no more after credits, because we know how Marvel likes their after credits. So, all right, guys, let's get started. Let's see where this is going. Let's see how we're going to end the story. Let's get started on the finale of WandaVision. Let's go.
My power's working. Oh. Did you forget? No, dear. I'm counting on it.
Oh, she planned this. Oh! You in trouble now, Agatha.
They take power
Uh-oh.
from the undeserving. It's kind of my thing.
Okay. What? Oh, God, Wanda.
Pathetic little corner of the world all to yourself. What do you say?
Yeah, no. That's what she says. Oh, so that is Agatha's thing. Oh, is this? Oh, this kind of reminds me of the Wizard of Oz, where with the witch and the. Which one are we? Oh, I see. No! I can't. Oh! No way! Her vision is coming in.
I should have told you everything. The moment I realized what I had done.
It's all right. I know why you made this work, but this...
I can fix it.
Can you?
She can try. Oh my God, he showed up to help her. That is Vision as she remembered him, and this Vision is clearly not.
Wanda Maximoff must be neutralized.
Yeah, see, he's just been reprogrammed.
Trouble is, my friends at Quantico will probably have something to say about your plan when they arrive inside the hour.
Oh! Is he?
Am I?
Is he?
We're done here.
I've got a situation, and I was hoping you could get here inside the hour.
So, yes and no to the bluffing.
Did you know there's an entire chapter devoted to you in the Darkhold? That's the Book of the Damned.
That I'm guessing she wasn't supposed to be reading that.
Scarlet, no one taught me magic. Your power exceeds
I don't-
that of the Sorcerer Supreme.
I think that's the point. She never had to learn.
Destroy the world.
I'm not what you say I am.
Oh, really?
Even if she is, she doesn't have to be.
Really anything. If you could just let her out of her room. If I could just hold her. Please.
Oh my lord.
You're making her say this. She's
Yeah,
just a
no.
puppet. I just cut her strings.
Oh dear, that was an ominous cutaway.
You found Steven Seagal?
Oh my God, is it Ralph? Oh my God, no way. Oh my lord.
Boner?
Oh lord.
Is she controlling you?
You want to tussle again?
He's just so entertaining. Oh yeah, no, I don't think you stand a chance there, sweetheart.
Please, spare my life.
Nice to meet you, Ralph.
That's Ralph? Are you kidding me? That's insane. So he doesn't have anything to do with the other Quicksilver then.
You safe in here.
Well,
you
eh,
you feel you're at peace. We feel your
eh.
Your grief is poisoning us.
Oh God. Oh Lord. She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. If that's true, she didn't mean it. Wanda. Oh Lord. Now Wanda. Now see, when she's pushed to her limit and she can't control it, oh God, her hand. She can't control her power, but that doesn't mean that she wants to hurt anyone. But I don't think she should give this power to Agatha. I think that's pretty clear. What you doing? What you doing? She's gonna do. Okay, she's destroying it. Oh, honey. Everyone get out. Oh gosh, she's gonna lose him all over again, and I can't take that. I don't want her to go through that. God, no. No! She's gonna have to sacrifice her family to save these people. Oh God, not the kids, please. What are you gonna do? Oh, she's putting it back. Her family, guys. What is she supposed to do? Oh, they love her so much. Hasn't she been through enough? No. I'm sorry. I can't believe now they have to fend off Agatha and the other Vision. Oh, God. She's taking it from her. She's killing her.
Your mother and I never really prepared you for this.
But you were born for it.
They were literally born for it. If only they could break through that programming somehow. Oh! Don't you dare die. Oh, her powers are gonna, yeah, no. It's just gonna phase right through her. Oh, good lord, good lord. Whoa. Nice.
Nice tricks. I like yours too.
They're all respecting each other's style here. You know, it would be enough to have, like, Agatha to worry about. Oh! Oh! Oh my God, I totally forgot!
Neither is the truth.
So then,
Both
okay,
Well,
at the same time.
you are the true Vision for you believe yourself to be. That was once the case.
But now he's something different.
Disabused of that notion. Your memory storage is not so easily wiped.
It's okay. It's cool. We're all Visions here, or we're not. It's kind of debatable. And now he's gonna get all of it back. He just unlocked. Oh my God. So now there's gonna be 2 Visions.
I am Vision.
Whoa! Oh my God! So is he totally back now, or did he just?
And I will correct the flaws in your original spell. And you, and your family, and the people of Westview can all live together in peace.
There's no way she would do that to them again.
Have to
I'm sure it's tempting, but no way. Now that she knows what she did to us, there's no way she's gonna purposely do that again, even if they didn't feel the pain that I guess they were feeling. Oh, Lord, is she really gonna give her power? But that power in Agatha's hands is gonna be very, very, very dangerous. Of course, she's already pretty dangerous, but no, Wanda, don't do this, Wanda. I'm sure she could learn to control it eventually. You know what's gonna happen, right? Like, Vision's gonna get up in here and sacrifice himself to save her or something. I just know it's gonna be a sad ending. Wanda, don't do this. I know you're in pain. I know you think this is a curse, but...
About our deal.
Yeah, no, she was...
A spell can never be changed.
Yeah, she was never gonna hold up her end of the bargain there. Ever. Oh! What's going on there? Is it possible she can't handle that amount of power? Or did Wanda do something? Did Wanda have a... Oh, Wanda! Oh, it was a ruse! Wanda.
Runes. In a given space. Only the witch who casts them can use her magic.
Can use her magic.
But I don't need you to tell me who I am.
Oh my god. She's oh my god, she's absorbing it. Oh Lord. Oh. That is amazing. She is so much more powerful, I think, than anyone gave her credit for. Oh, are we there she is in full garb. Holy cow. She is the Scarlet Witch. Oh man, that look is amazing though. I love it.
Here.
Uh-oh.
Here.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you the role you chose. The nosy neighbor.
Oh, she's gonna be Agnes for all time.
You live here now. No one will ever bother you.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Oh boy.
I'll be seeing you, Agnes.
Not if I see you first, huh?
God, that is like amazing and also cruel, but also really amazing and awesome.
He has said everything right. Just not for us.
Oh God. Oh. Oh. At least she gets to say goodbye.
Very proud of you both.
God.
Very proud. A family is you can never truly leave each other even if you try.
She's always gonna have them in her heart.
Right?
I just hate that she has to lose her family again. But at least it's kind of on her terms this time. It's...
Boys,
Oh, God.
thanks for choosing me to be
They did, though. They made a choice. They made a choice to stand by her during that whole fight and everything. That was their mom.
But
are the piece of the Mind Stone that lives in me.
Really?
Body, you are my silence.
Oh, my God. Oh.
now, the memory. Made real. And that's what I want next.
Oh.
We didn't say goodbye before. So it stands to reason.
Maybe they'll see each other. Oh, please let that be true. Please let that be true. Please just leave us on some hope, please. Oh my God. That effect, though. There she is, standing alone, back where all this started. But there's hope. There's hope now.
You don't. You don't hate me.
Given the chance and given your power, I'd bring my mom back.
We all have something we do, you know.
I don't understand this power, but I will.
You will figure this out. I believe in her. And I don't believe it's the end with Vision either, because that other Vision's still out there somewhere. I don't know if they're ever going to follow up on that or not. Oh, interesting that this would all take place in the theater. This next scene, considering the subject matter of the show.
I was sent by an old friend of your mother's.
What?
We'd like to meet with you. Where?
Oh! Oh, she's reading that book. What? All right, you guys. Wow. I'm not sure what to make of that last credit scene. Are they implying that... What are they implying there? We saw Wanda getting her tea, and then we saw a completely separate, like, Scarlet Witch reading that Book of the Damned, and heard the kids calling out. Are they implying that she's going to be able to bring them back somehow? Or are they... Is Scarlet Witch now like a separate entity or something? Or what did we just see? Or was that whole thing an illusion? I don't even know. I don't know where they're going with that, but I am like excited and scared. I gotta say, seeing Wanda fully embrace her power, it really does leave you with that sense of like, you love seeing her empowered after all this. Yet at the same time, there is kind of a dark overtone to that whole thing, to her whole Scarlet Witch persona, which I think it's very fitting considering everything that I know about her character in the comics. It's not a cut and dry situation with her alignment as a hero or villain, is my understanding. At least a lot of the time. All right, guys. God, there's so much to unpack from that episode. I don't even know where to start. So, I'll say it again. It was really hard watching Wanda come to terms with what she would have to ultimately do. And I knew it was coming. I knew there was no way that, like, the Hex was really gonna... And they even teased me a little bit with Agatha's whole, like, promise. Like, hey, you know, I could just make it so these people aren't feeling pain. You won't feel pain. Everything will be great. You could just stay here. But no. Like, first of all, I knew she wasn't gonna hold up her end of the bargain there. Second of all, I knew at some point Wanda was gonna have to make the decision to sacrifice this family she had created in exchange for setting things right. Everything we know about Wanda from the show up to this point, she may not always, her actions might not always be like in the moral right, you know what I mean? But she's not gonna stand there and like just willingly hurt innocent people or even risk, you know, even just like taking away their, even if they felt no pain, like you're still taking away their lives, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, when Dottie came out and was like, can I please just see my daughter again? Can my daughter please just be all right? It's like, it's heartbreaking. And I don't know if what Wanda said at the end was true, that like it wouldn't, even if they knew what she had given up, it wouldn't make a difference in how they felt about her. At the end of the day, it's all just pain. It's all just this, you know, like this whole thing was a result of Wanda's suffering, and she didn't mean to make anyone else suffer. But now that they've suffered, you can't help but ignore what they must be feeling either. But Wanda had a great point when she told Agatha, like, the difference is that it was not intentional on her part. Doesn't mean that those people didn't, go through their pain and everything, and that's very unfortunate. That being said, Wanda had very little problem making sure that Agatha spent out the rest of her life in what I'm guessing is pretty, awful imprisonment and suffering as Agnes, because the other people of the town wouldn't know, like they didn't know like what was really going on and everything, so they just think, oh, it's all been set right, she was just like someone else in the town, right? So she's just gonna live out her life. Oh man, but I like how even that, like, they leave that a little bit open, because Agatha was pretty powerful, and I don't think it would be that hard for Agatha to find out a way to undo that. If they did want to pursue like a second season and kind of bring her back as a villain for the next season. All right, let's get to the complete and utter beautiful heartbreak that was Wanda having to say goodbye to her family. I think there's something about just like the visual of them putting the boys to bed with like the hex quickly like in the window, just kind of like quickly starting to undo and approaching the house and everything. I think for me that was like as painful as actually having to watch them, like watch her and Vision say goodbye / it's not really goodbye maybe. Man, it was just hard. But the line where she just says, "Thank you for choosing me as your mom." Oh God, it's if Elizabeth Olsen does not win an award for her performance in this, seriously, like she needs to. Also, Vision, Paul, what's his name? Bettany. He was awesome too. Oh my God. And so was Agatha. She was really, they just all killed it. And again, I became like a really big fan of, like Monica in this. So Monica's got a, I think like a to be continued on her story, would be my understanding from that. I don't know if they're going to continue it like in another season of WandaVision, or if she's getting her own show. Is she getting her own show? They're coming out with a lot of shows, you guys. So it's very possible. They didn't like say anything about it here, but and then the second after credits, I don't know what the implication is there. It's not, I just can't imagine it's anything good. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing some feedback on that. And, I mean, all that suggests to me, like, they are planning on continuing the story, maybe. I hope they do. I want to see, I'm proud of her, and I'm so glad that they did leave it on kind of a hopeful note, especially with like the other Vision just kind of like, I'm presumably, I don't know like where he went or what happened to him afterwards, but seemed like he had his memories unlocked, and even like her other Vision, he's so much a part of her, and I guess like an actual like part of the Mind Stone inside of her. And he made a good point when he said like, who knows what's gonna happen, who knows how or why he may come back next time. So they did leave us with a little bit of hope there, and I'm proud of her for not giving into her grief so much that she just handed over the power or did something, in her own interest, or, I'm proud that like she is owning who she is, and she is going to find a way to make it work. the after credits, the second after credits was a little worrisome. Don't know what that was fully all about, but they're definitely kind of leaving us on like, yay, but also, can we talk about, so I mentioned this at the beginning. So I guess that was just a fun little they just figured, hey, if we're going to have like a fake version of Wanda's brother, let's just bring in Evan Peters, because why not? Because Evan Peters is amazing. And he was so fun in this. But so he was Ralph. He was Ralph the whole time. I did not see that coming, that they would bring it around that way. So that was just a fun coincidence, I guess, unless they decide to do more with that in the future. But it doesn't look like. It looks like he was just a dude in the town who had a really interesting, unfortunate name, and and Agatha was just like, I like your house. Didn't we, when we saw, I'm trying to remember because I haven't seen this movie in years, but when we saw Quicksilver in the other movies for the first time, I feel like he also like had a room in the basement, didn't he? Where he just had like mountains of snacks and like an arcade, and did he have like, he had like games or so, he just had like all kinds of like stuff down there. But I thought about that for a second, like, oh, he's still hiding out in his man cave. Wow, guys, this was an amazing series. I really applaud them for how well they pulled off so many things. Because on top of capturing all the different eras that they did and making that an interesting, fun story to watch, and also creating this bigger story outside of that for us to follow along with, while adding in humor, heartbreak, drama, mystery, suspense, just so well. And still leaving us wanting more at the end. I just think they did a phenomenal job. I honestly really hope there's going to be more. And I'm just looking forward to seeing more of their shows. I think there's a new one coming out very soon, and I plan on reacting to it. So, fingers crossed, maybe for I don't know, maybe she'll get a movie, maybe she'll get a second season, I don't know, but I really hope we can. It really seems like they want to continue this story, is the impression I'm getting. But guys, I just love this show. I honestly, I know I'm going to think of more I want to say about it, and right now, I really just need to like digest everything that just happens. So maybe we'll get to talk about it. If there's a season 2, I can come back and talk about it then. Or, just in the comments and such. So, all right, guys. I really enjoyed the show. It truly had a little bit of everything. And it did bring it with the heartbreak, but I'm happy with where they left me with it. I don't feel totally crushed. Slightly crushed. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Please join me for more reactions. I do react to other superhero-related shows, sci-fi, anime. And I will throw up polls when it's time for there to be like a new show. So if you guys have suggestions and everything, I will react to things of your choice on many in many cases. That only happens a few times though, because so many of the series that I watch are long. So like by the time I wrap one up, there's only so many polls a year. But yes, please join me for more. I'm so happy that you joined me for this journey through WandaVision. I can't wait to see what's coming next. How they're going to address all the things that they kind of left open. So, as always, please be sure to join me next time in my next reactions, whatever those may be, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.